Hey everyone, hope you're doing okay today. Everything good? Everything good? Okay, I guess we're good. So I don't know why, but we're starting this live stream with the Chinese killing my damn camps. With my camera. Oh, okay. Nice view. Alright, we're good? We're good to go? So I've been warned that my internet is still jamming in my video. I thought it was better last time, but it wasn't. So I'm really sorry if I kept playing statue all of a sudden, because I'm really trying to get this solved, but I really don't know what's happening to get it solved, you know? There is that problem. Well, I don't know what the Chinese were doing, but they started this live stream by attacking my camp. I don't know if they wanted to come here. I really don't know why what was the purpose of freeing this spot. Yes, I'm awake. Yes, I'm awake. I don't want to put another camp there because I am having the feeling that they won't rally me. I am pretending that I'm gonna be back at holding leaders and staying unshielded. Hey Nozika, how you doing? I kept my promise. I am live streaming today, even though my throat still hurts and it is hot as hell in here on my little oven. Okay, so they are coming. Let's see. I told you they wanted to rally me. Let's see what they're doing, okay? Let's see. And I'm jammed again. So here they are again. May I trade for some gold? And show hands from you. Yeah, sure. Hey Brad, how you doing? So as you can see, guys, I'm back, right? I'm back from my zeroed state. I'm not zeroed anymore. Actually, quite the other way around, since I'm very much unzeroed. Living a dream, because my comp now is really amazing, okay? I'm really happy with it. And I broke down the 700 million mark, so another thing for me to celebrate this time. Yesterday was a whole some good. Just let me know if you're online. Yesterday was a whole lot of work. I left it on autoclick doing my troops for a really long time. Hey, do you think he's gonna rally me? Oh fuck. Oh man, he's not gonna rally me anymore. Ah, I hate when I do that. Every time I'm trying to bait, I'm a really bad baiter actually. I really don't know how to bait. Anyway, that's mostly because I don't like to be attacked, but I really wanted them to, hit me online just for a change. Yes, I pressed help because I'm an idiot. Let's see if they're gonna count that. As I said, I'm really horrible at baiting. I'm really horrible at baiting, so it's not my thing. Especially because I don't usually like to get attacked, so I'm not the kind of person who um actually. Oh my god. Okay, someone's attacking me. Okay, I did some T1 just for that, so. So I'm not really used to playing offline, to be honest. I'm really not used to playing offline. I got my anti-scout on. Everything looks good. Pau pau. Pau pau. In Portuguese, that's pretty funny. So Pau Pau, he attacked me with Paris. Kill a whole lot of 9,000 T1. And I'm scouted again. So as you can see, I've been scouted a lot since I rebuilt. But I'm not sleeping and shielded anymore. So I think they think that I'm sleeping right now, which I'm not. I don't know why, because I'm usually up for way later than this, and but they are just bad on noticing my time zones. On some things. As I said before, my internet has a bit of a problem that it keeps falling out of the blue, like right now. Like right now, it just fell. So I have few drops on my internet, and then it comes back. So I'm gonna try to keep watch on my video. So if it jams, I'm gonna play statue. I'm sorry I'm getting it fixed. I really trying. Dink won another Tycoon jackpot, like a really big jackpot, or like 12k jackpot. Because 12k jackpot, I think I won one. When I was running Tycoon on AutoClick, but I'm not sure. They are pretty common, but winning a big Tycoon jackpot is really amazing. How much did you win? He didn't even tell me that. Come on, Dink, why didn't you tell me that? Oh, okay. Okay. I wanted a million lucky, you know? I really did want it. As you can see, I got gems this time. I actually got gems. Oh, war on your ally. Who is the ally? It is me! Oh my god, they are rallying me. Alright. Let's play. Alright. Hey, please. They usually start with range. I'm gonna go with Vinth. But I'm guessing. The hardest part for me right now is because my internet's really bad, so I'm gonna have to. You got 2 minutes left? What do you mean? If you're trapping, it's best to be on a call with someone that can garrison. I wasn't trapping actually, I was just unshielded. But since they want to attack me, let's do it. I don't know why they're attacking me. I just rebuilt. It means I have a whole lot of troops. Guys, we need brains. I need brains. Even though I don't know if it's a real one. Seems like it is though. This guy? For real? Brains, please. Let's see what we're doing. He's on speed gear. I hope my spy isn't on my channel today. I know. I'm aware. I'm online. Easy. Okay, let's pray that my internet holds on for just a couple of minutes and I'm able to counter it. The person in garrison calls out incoming troops and you can change the formation to counter. Yeah, I would really love that. Poof did that for the other time. But Poof did it for me the other time I got rallied, but I don't know if someone is up for that this time. I really do believe they're gonna call off when I change my gear. They have 2, maybe 3 fillers so far. Not enough to. I hate being red. Why am I taking this? I don't even have a 60 lead. It's like a 56. They're cancelled. Okay. Yeah, they cancelled. They're not coming back. Probably. I don't know. Okay, we're not gonna change my gear, for sure. I don't know if I'm happy or if I'm upset about this, because I really hate being rallied. At the same time, it is kind of an adrenaline rush, so this time at least I am fully aware that I can take a rally. I don't know, let's see. I don't know if they're coming back. Yeah, I'm online. I think they noticed I'm online though. I really do think they noticed. I mean, it wasn't that hard. I pressed help, so not that amazing to notice that I'm online. But anyway, so today I actually had a request from a friend asking me to explain some basics of the game. I usually just answer questions and check gears. I don't think I've ever really explained the way to grow on here and what to do. I did a lot of wrong stuff on my castle, like a whole lot. I've been playing this game for a little bit over a year. Hey, Kingdom Money, hubby, my love. Hey, hubby. So, anyway, this friend requested me to explain some basics, and I don't know. I don't know where to start actually, but I'm gonna try to do some stuff. as I said before, I'm not showing anything for my castle anymore. No, actually, I'm not showing my comp anymore. But do I still have reinforcements? Yes. Okay, I'm sending everyone back because I don't need any more reinforcements. Okay. I'm gonna just show that I'm aligned because I really don't want to get rallied. Okay, jumped again. Alright, which I really think it was lucky that I cancelled, because if I was on my phone I would be 100% confident that I could counter and take it, but on my PC I still need to get this damn internet fixed to do some stuff like this. Yeah, and they're actually mad at me because, well, they zeroed me. And when they zeroed me, I was 600 million. And then I spent like 1 week and a half zeroed, and I'm back again, and I'm like 730 million. So they're kind of mad at me. They've been scouting me a lot. It doesn't matter if they set points for GF for minutes. So, about playing the game. Okay, I need to send gold for Kingdom money. I'm gonna send it in a bit. About the game, okay? Where to start? I think that's the question. Hey Nozika, you could actually call your friend to watch this. So I don't know, he could have some questions at least. Okay, when you start, first of all, you're gonna have an empty castle, right? And I think I'm gonna use my also for that. He went to bed. Early sleepers. They're so annoying. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So when you start, it's like an empty castle, and you can have a couple of choices on what you do. But one of the most important things is to get to level 60. War gear, the very good war gear, they're all level 60 each are. You see, level 60, 60, 60. Only this one is level 50, but it isn't the ideal one to be here, so I'm gonna change it someday. It's temporary. So it's all level 60. And that's very important to start. Getting level 60 and growing your experience. That's very important. About the castle, what to do? First, it's good to be a hyper. I wish I knew that from the beginning. And if you're in a guild, incentivize others to also be hypers, so you can switch and trade resources and request for stuff from other hypers that you need, and offer what you produce in counterpart. So I'm not actually a very good hyper. I'm gonna be honest about that. My art production is not that good. Is at 1.4 million per hour for right now. It should be way more. I'm still growing my mines, as you can see. Now that I'm finally able to rest for a bit on my manors and informs, and I already finished all this level 25. I'm gonna finish this one too. So, going well on mines. Fuck, I think I'm bad at this. I don't know how to explain stuff without having questions. And I'm jamming again. 5863212. I'm gonna guess your dink, but otherwise. Um, 586. I'm gonna check this real quick and then I'm gonna go back to explaining stuff. 528. Okay, this is a very big hive. What's up with this guy? 3210. Is that you? You want a gear check? Alright. You got a very nice monster gear. Now 949 million might. Very good. You just rebuilt? Nice. MV2. 157 million kills. Nice. I've got a low win rate. And a bit low mind destroy, to be honest. But you seem to be a very good wood hyper. How long have you been zeroed? I stayed 1 week and a couple of days. 40 million HD2, 2 million HD4, 200k T5. Very nice. That's a very good rebuild. That's a very good rebuild. You have the T4 for damage, and you have the mid shield. I would get a bit more mid shield, to be honest. Since you have 2 million T4, I would get it to maybe 7 million each D2 before raising your T4 count again. I'm getting a bit annoyed by this. I was also a Griffin Trap for about 18 months. Griffin Traps, I hate them. I'm sorry. I never actually fell for a Griffin Trap, but I've seen some in action. What I fell for was an Oceros Trap. I fell for an Oceros Trap once. It was horrible. Really. I lost my lead and everything. It was really sad. So I never actually fell for one, but Griffin Traps are funny. I'm very scared of Griffin Traps, to be honest. After I found out about Griffin Traps, I never sent my lead to farm castles again. Those are fun to pull on guilds that like to tile hit. Yeah, I was actually on KVK. I don't tile hit usually. Actually, after falling for this amazing trap, I never tile hit again. Not even on KVKs. But I was trying to get a guy that was sending full T3 to the tile, and he got me. I was trying to attack him literally the first times, but then this one time I was in such a hurry to get him because he kept leaving the tile. I sent my lead, and he Noceros me. It was pretty sad. But after seeing how Griffin Traps work, I never farmed with my lead again. So every time I'm gonna farm a castle that has a lot of resources, I hide my lead, so I shelter it. I do like one here, and then I shelter it. I keep forgetting I need to hide my troops, for real. And so I would shelter it for like an hour, and farm the castle with full T4, but without my lead. I've been screwed before by a garrison, actually. James from my kingdom, he garrisoned a castle that we were farming. I lost like 2 walks of T4. I got a walk back on the second one, but I didn't get a walk back on the first one, and it really hurted because my infirms were almost full already, and yeah, it was bad overall, but I didn't lose my lead. That's I'm happy about. A lot of people don't usually send leads, but they almost always pop a 50% boost incentive for. I don't pop a 50% boost, but I do send T4 because they carry way more, right? Like they have way more army capacity. So I usually do T4 to farm castles. Not like dead castles. I are usually like castle has 50 million food. I send T2 for that. But if you're getting like 1 billion of a resource, you're gonna send T4 because it's a lot of stuff to carry on T2. Okay, I need to send. I need to send Gino money some resources. No, gold. As you can see, I still have a lot of. Block again. God, this is sucking so much. I need to get this internet fixed. For real. I'm so mad at this. So, as you can see, I've got some leftovers from my Baron Bank. I use like 3 billion food and 2 billion each of the others. I gave Dragon Lady some of my leftovers because she helped me a lot on this, so she deserved it. Oh, I had. Oh man. What is it? Yeah. Okay, so I have a new. This is cool. I have a new donation stuff there. I don't know what's the name of it. Donation box? I don't know. Donation Go. Oh my god. Okay, Donation Go. It's $4K because I want to be a rally lead. But I'm not gonna talk a lot about it because it's gonna be forever. I think my biggest pool was 25 marches and 20 of the 25 were 370k T4. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. that is a lot. I really don't know how people hide that many troops. Did you use camps? Because you can use camps, right? But I really don't know how to hide so many troops that you're gonna cap that many attacks. I mean, I would guess that sometime you're gonna get burned. I'm gonna guess that sometime you're gonna get burned. Like with 20 attacks, with 370k T4, I would guess that you would burn, you know. But yeah, without leader, it would be way harder to, right? But still, it's pretty amazing. Well, they're definitely not rallying me now. So we go. I was thinking of I would pop a 50% myself, then I garrison 8 of my guildmates plus the shelter. I still that's not a lot of troops, right? It's like 3 million troops. Easily high 3 million T4. So you did like a full T4 comp. Is that it? I don't know. It seems expensive to do a Griffin truck. Because you would lose a lot of T4, right? Like, every time you get, like, gangbang like that, you're gonna lose a lot of T4. and T4 is expensive. So you never feel the informs? Okay, you never feel the informs? People also marching gather gear, so nowhere gear to worry about. Well, that's true. But you must be with pretty good stats too, right? To hold that many attacks with only 3 million troops? You are like those ones that they use gold attack tools on monster hunting gear. I really find those amazing traps, for real. It's easier than you think. Also, 90% of people send in, so it's sitting careful. Okay, that makes sense because if it's they just hit auto assemble. If they're like me, I just hit auto assemble, so I'm just gonna send in. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, that's pretty smart. I've said over and over that I wasn't built to trap. I really don't know what to do when I'm being rallied or when I'm being attacked. So in a situation like this, I would be horrible for real. I would I would just get the 25 attacks and be with it. I was never a rally trap. I was never a solo trap. I was never a trap overall. Gosh, it's bugging way more than I expected. Actually, so I wouldn't be a really good trap. I was always more into burning people than being attacked. Ever since I started playing this game, I was very focused on burning people. Even when the first guild, the first real guild I joined, because the first guild I joined was actually pretty crappy. But the first guild I joined was called MBR because it was a Brazilian guild. Um, and they were very small because I was very small. I was like 1 million when I joined them. And they wouldn't allow you to attack. And that really pissed me off, you know. I actually left the guild because I wanted to attack and I was like 1 million, you know. So I for real couldn't fury like I understand right now. Uh, it was just a wrong move overall, but I really wanted all the time to be burning people. So I said this here before, but I think that was a really good training for me because it got me used to going out and staying shielded. As you can see, I'm actually a bit too used to being shielded. Right? I should be shielded more often, probably, but I'm not very good at being shielded for real. Like yesterday, I tried staying shielded. Like I had just rebuilt, and I was trying to stay shielded because I had just put on a 24 hour. And for real, I replaced my 24 hour shield. I replaced my 24 hour shield 3 times in like a matter of 3 to 4 hours. So yeah, I'm not really good at staying shielded. I was very like this, like I want to go out and do stuff. For me, this period of being zero and being soloable actually was kind of a torture. Um, sometimes I would forget how to shoot. I lost my lead once again because I forgot to shoot and I forgot I was soloable again. But I think it was a good experience back then when I was really small and troops weren't so expensive to lose. It was a really good experience for me to stay in shielded and be comfortable about it. But also knowing when to shield, that is something that I lost over the time. But back then, I was pretty good at sleeping shielded. I got attacked very, very, very few times by sleeping shielded. For real. And you can see here on my stats. Here. You can see here that I lost my leader like a lot, right? But I actually lost very few times for just being offline. I used to lose my leader a lot by being online and attacking people and being attacked back. So it is a very, very good experience. I would recommend everyone that is small and it's still very easy to rebuild, to go out and burn people. Because you get very used to being to the red screen. You don't. But at the same time, I never liked. But at the same time, I never liked being attacked. It was a fact. I would love to attack, but I never liked being attacked. And there was this point where attacking me wasn't so easy anymore, and I felt really comfortable about it. I am very comfortable about it. But the thing is, when you keep growing, like going through harder kingdoms and having more challenge, you need to grow with it. Like the first time I actually felt that I could unshield like safely was I was like 354 million might. That was around. I used to unshield a lot before that, but anyway. But after 400 million might, I started being very sure that I wasn't gonna be attacked because first of all I have trap stats. I always attacked. I never attacked T2 or T1. I was always looking for people with T3 or T4 to attack, even on solos, ever since the beginning. So my might destroyed is really high for my kills, and I have a really good win rate. Not very good. I have a good win rate. So people always thought that I was a trap, and they would avoid attacking me, which was good. I always liked that. In this kingdom, they noticed quite fast that I'm not a trap, but and now they know that I'm not a trap. Anyway, even though I'm very certain that even though I'm very certain right now that my new comp would take like 1 or 2 rallies easily. Uh, I'm still not comfortable to sleeping in shielded. I really don't want to wake up and have a meltdown again. Okay, I think I sent him quite enough, right? I think I sent way more than he asked. So I think it's good for gold for a really long time. Today my boy Kingdom Money was very not careful with his anti-scout, and I've got his scout actually. I'm not gonna show it because, well, I have a spy here, but I like his castle, to be honest. I really do. That's a really good comp. Actually, today we had some fights. We zeroed some very big guy, and he was pretty amazing. And Kingdom Money actually led, which was a novelty, but a very good novelty because he did very well. Okay, hubby. So okay, hubby, you got your go. We joke around saying that we're husband and wife. It's just a nice way to call each other. But we don't know each other in real life, at least. But I really do like Inamani. I really, really do like them. Okay, I'm trying to play statue. I'm trying. I get very frustrated with this, for real. I'm a perfectionist and I like everything to be perfect. And right now it's not perfect. It gets me annoyed. So I was trying to explain what to do first when you're playing. So I'm gonna follow some of the questions my friend did to try to answer. So my friend has a really good comp. He actually sent me the composition of his troops, and he has like around 7 million each D2 and 3.5 million each D4, which is a really good comp. One of my suggestions for him was that he should stop boosting troops right now because it's gonna be really hard for him to move around, and he may have a lot of troops, but his stats really need some workouts. Then he showed me his familiars, and he wasn't really bad at familiars. In fact, um, he had Weevil and Aquarius. They are very important for wall. I think everyone knows that. They are the most important ones, at least the free to play ones that you have to use on your wall. Because Evil gives army max HP, and Aquarius takes army max HP from your enemy. And they start they how to say they activate it. Thank you. They activate instantly at the start of the battle, so you don't have to wait. Like for example, if you use a stacker on your wall, which is a very big, which is a very bad choice. Don't use stackers on your wall because they require you losing troops to be activated. For example, this one it has to lose 10% of the troops. Like if you have a 20 million comp, you're gonna have to lose like 2 million troops to activate your trickster. So not worth it. And then you're only gonna start getting the boost after losing 2 million troops. So don't use stackers on your wall, and that's why Evil and Aquarius are great for that. One thing that I have been kind of questioning myself about is what to use on my third slot, because right now I'm using Terra Spike. It drops infantry attack from your enemy, which is good. I know it's good, especially because I usually in range. I'm gonna start using more infantry right now because I noticed that our enemy uses more range. But it drops infantry attack, which is great. It's a good choice, but an even better choice would be if I had like 5 slots and I could use one of each kind of troops. But I don't, so I have 3 slots on my wall. I use Evil, Aquarius, and right now Terra Spike, but I'm considering changing Terra Spike for Tempest Tide. I'm considering it. I'm still not sure it's the best move. It stuns one of your enemy's larger squads for 0.8 seconds when 10% of your troops are falling. It's a great ability, uh, especially for attack. It is a great ability, for real. Because if you. Oh my god, that was some pretty bad face. Okay, I keep making faces. Alright, so that is a very good army talent for battle when you are attacking, because it stuns one of your enemy's largest squads, which means, for example, if you're attacking a darkness, let's say you are attacking a darkness, and usually they have one big heavy troop, and the rest is something else like mix. You're gonna stun like this much, right? And it's a lot of troops. It's a great choice for attacking. I took a long time to start it, but now I'm rushing it because I really want to raise it. It's really good. Anyway, I'm still considering if I'm gonna use it for my wall or not. Um, Especially because of the fact that it needs to lose troops, right? It needs to lose troops to be activated. And if I was to activate like losing 10% of my troops, it is a whole lot of troops. So I really don't think it's a good choice. But I have heard from people that it is a good choice. So I don't know, I'm still studying about it. There's also Griffon. Griffon is great. He's harder to raise because he's those fucking yellow orbs, and they suck because they're super expensive, which means my Griffon is only level 3. But it raises army attack by 67% for 6 seconds when 10% of your troops have fallen. And that is very good. Again, very good for attacking. Again, very good for attacking, but I also don't think it's a good one to put on my wall. I'm still considering what to do with my third slot. I may keep Terra Spike. Anyway. For attacking, there are these 3, and those are the 3 main ones you need for attacking because they are called stackers. And I noticed on the last couple of days that a lot of people don't know what stackers mean, and I got pretty surprised about it because stackers are one of the most important familiars you can get besides the P5s. So there's Gremlin, Gremlin, right? I'm gonna try to explain what stacker is. Increase infantry attack by 36% when 10% of your infantry troops, have fallen. This effect can stack. So this is the part why it is named a stacker. This effect can stack. It means that you lose 10% troops, he activated. You lose another 10% troops, he activated. Lose another. So you can activate it multiple times during one battle. And it stacks, which means you're gonna get 36% the first time he's activated, and another 36% the second time, and another 36%, and in the end you have like a whole lot of boosts from it, which is great. And there's also another part, very important part from this, that is number of fallen troops required will be recalculated after each activation, which means it's gonna lose. You're not gonna have to lose like 50%. You're gonna lose 10%. Like, let's say you're sending a rally. You're sending. Let's say you're sending a rally. You're sending 2.3 million troops, right? It's the most you can send on a rally. It's gonna activate the first time when you lose 230,000 troops. And then it's gonna activate it again when you lose, because I'm an idiot, 110,000. So it recalculates how much you need to lose depending on how much you got left still. Okay? So you don't need to lose a lot. It keeps buffing all the time. And these familiars are great. They are really, really good for attacking. Until you have your P5s, which is a long way and really expensive way, use your stackers because they are really good for attack. And this duo, they are really good for attacking as well because they give army stats and they also activate instantly, which means you're gonna have your army stats right from the beginning of the battle. I read about some people saying to use Pyrus on wall, but there is something here to consider about Pyrus. At the start of the battle, grants a 6% boost to hero stack, that is skills, increasing squad attack dealt as damage to enemy troops. What does that mean? It means that right at the beginning of the battle, he's gonna help you. And then he's gonna disappear. He's not gonna help you again, alright? And it only helps you for 10 seconds. It only helps you for 10 seconds. So imagine that you put him on the wall and you're gonna have him for 10 seconds until it stops activating, until it loses its buffs, alright? Usually, okay, so until your enemies break a wall, and arrive at your troops to attack, to actually engage in battle, it is a long time. It's probably a couple of seconds, alright? So most of the buff from Pyrus is gonna be lost on the meantime. It's gonna be lost on this journey from the back of the fight to actually engaging on your troops. And when they engage, he won't be doing anything else anymore, so he's practically useless, okay? I have a very, very small wall, for example, so it could be good to use him, but it would also be giving me buffs for like 4 seconds, and that's just not worth it, okay? I'd rather have something that buffs my troops way stronger and way more than just a couple of seconds. So what I'm using on my wall is Terra Spike. It reduces infantry max HP from the enemy since the beginning of the battle. You can see my Terra Spike isn't really good actually, but I didn't have any other options to put on my wall, so he's there temporarily. I don't think this is the best choice, but this is the best choice I have for now. I have told here multiple times that I screwed up my familiars a lot in the beginning of my castle because one of my first leaders, he used to say that doing familiars is pretty useless and time consuming, so I never did them. I started doing them when I met rats, and that hasn't been so long. That hasn't been that long. So, okay, moving on. We have some other options. I think this one, it increases range attack, which is good. Like, for example, for me, I usually stay on range phalanx or range wedge. Hey, War Demon, how you doing? Are you good? I'm talking about familiars. So this is a good choice, but also it limitates me a lot on what to do and what to counter. If I'm online and I have this one on my wall, the only buff I'm getting is for range, and this is not a good option either. Unless you have like 5 slots and you can put Evil, Aquarius, and one familiar for each troop kind, and then it's worth it. Then there's the P5s, and the P5s, they're great. So this, for example, it only requires 4% of your troops to fall to activate, So it's very different from Tempest Tide or Power or any other of those who require troops to fall to activate. 4% is not that hard to lose, especially if you're being hit by a Titan or someone really strong. So it is a very good option, but also, as you can see, I have 9 runes from Bonaparte and I need 200. So it's really a long walk to get those P5s. A really long walk. And another thing that another thing that we discuss a lot is if Pact Force are worth it or not. And I do believe it's worth it. Okay? I really do believe that everyone should do Pact Force. And I actually believe that they should do Pact Force as fast as they can. They are very important in my opinion. My very poor opinion. Like this one, for example, is one of my preferred ones. And I really want to unlock him because he seems really, really good. And he'll also be good for attacking. But you see, summons a shield that protects 0.5% of your infantry troops from a killing blow when 12% of your infantry troops have fallen. So this is also good for attacking. It means that it's gonna shield, it's gonna actually protect your troops. Okay, and at level 10, it's gonna protect 7% of your infantry troops. And that's a very good number. Okay? So this is a pack 4, for example. And it's expensive because it requires these fucking yellow orbs, and they are way harder to get than the red orbs, but it's worth the effort, okay, because it's really good. Another one that is really good, let's see if I remember. These are P5s. Titan doesn't have very talents. Another thing that we need to consider is that a lot of Pact 4s don't actually have army talents. Like, for example, Green Reaper, she doesn't have army talents. And I'm not gonna do Green Reaper, actually. I'm not gonna evolve her. You can see that I didn't do anything with her. She has some pretty good stuff like range max, HP, and travel speed. I may get these abilities higher, but I'm not actually gonna use Green Reaper for what people usually use that. She has the amazing attack that it kills the highest troops on your barracks, so it is a pretty good hit to like get it back on a tile heater, on a monster thief. It's actually a pretty fun, but this is actually useless in terms of attack or stats. So I'm not gonna do that because I'm completely focused on getting my stats up, and then I'm gonna do this that are mostly for fun. Blackwing is also amazing. It's also a P5. Deals 60% of damage based on your initial ranged attack to one of the largest enemy squads when 4% of your troops have fallen. Another thing that everyone loves about Blackwing is that it has this one. And at level 10, it definitely kills all the troops. So it doesn't send anything from your enemy to the infirmary, it sends everything to Sanctuary or it's red. And that's pretty cool. People love using Blackwing on forts, especially on wonders, because they're dead. They know not going to Sanctuary, and that feels good. That feels good, but it also feels like when you're on the other side, it hurts. Okay. So you have a lot of options on familiars. But I would say it's important to get all pacts, all levels of pacts unlocked and going, okay? And if you need something in particular, And if you need something in particular, like for me, I thought I had done all the. Hey, thank you, Chuckster. You're from Ang, right? Good for you to be here. Nice. I'm gonna visit Ang actually next week, so I'm kind of missing you guys. So, like for example, Tempest Tide is familiar to B, pack 2B, and I had done the 2Bs that I wanted, but I'm coming back on this pact and doing it all over again because I want the runes for this one. Okay, so you can do this. You can come back and forth, but it's important to have all 4 pacts unlocked and ready to go. Pact 3s are definitely gonna be the best ones for attack and defense. Not defense. Defense is this one, but definitely for attack, Pact 3 is gonna be the best ones. And Pact 4 has some pretty good abilities that you may need, and they are really, really amazing to have. And, okay, someone sent me, oh, that's what you need. I don't need anything. So, in terms of research, I think this is a very, very, well, we all know that research is one of the most important part of the game, okay? It really, really affects your stats. Really affects. I can say by myself because when I was 0, I was 500 million might still. A lot. I was still at 500 million might just because my base might is pretty high because I have lots of research. It's very important to have research, guys. Really. Unless you're making a trap and that's something very different. If you're making a castle that is to attack, to burn other castles and not to be attacked, you need research. Just a second. My throat is horrible. The air here in São Paulo is really, really bad. Alright. So, research is very important. And when you're talking about familiars, this is where you're gonna unlock everything that you need for familiars. And then you can see. Oh, thank you so much! Prime subscribe. Thank you, Chuckster. Oh my god, that was amazing. So you can see that this isn't just important to unlock the pact, okay? It's not just important for that. You get a whole lot of other stats in here too, like harvesting anima, which for a long time I thought it wasn't important, but it is very important. When you're like boosting pacts, because you are gonna boost pacts sometime. For real, you either will use speed up merge or gems for it, but you will boost pacts. You're gonna need a whole lot of anima because pacts use a whole lot of anima, okay? So you get anima harvesting, gold harvesting, which is pretty useless, but anyway, it's good to produce resources, I guess. Gym membership. This one, for example, it gives you an extra 130 minutes on training for your gyms. Had it sitting around and I figured I shouldn't let it go to waste. Love from me. Oh. Oh, thank you. All the love for Ing. I wish you guys know that I'm always there online to help you. I'm always trying to help with the group, but maybe individually sometimes it's way better. Okay, so message me anytime you need something. I know that Whiskey, for example, was messaging me the other day, and maybe sometimes I can help a bit, and I love to help, for real. I'm just like that, and I love to help people. I'm so altruistic, you know. I'm just kidding, but anyway. Back to our gym membership. So you get an extra 120 minutes to train your familiars, which is gonna be important because you're gonna need to train everything to level 60, and training everything to level 60 is a pain in the ass. Just remember that. There's also extra experience, so increases familiar experience gained from training, and you're gonna get all those extra stats on research that, like for example, I stopped here, but it would be important for me to finish this one, and especially this one, because my biggest gap right now is on training familiars. This is where my biggest gap is. I usually get pacts way before I get the familiar to level 50 or level 60. So it is a huge problem for me. And the best part about this particular tree, that is familiars on research, is that it's tome free. It doesn't cost a cake tomes. So it's good because you can do it just by waiting time out or just speeding up your research. So very, very amazing, and you can get up to Pact 4 and you can get up to these ones. So these are very, very good. But this one's already get time costs. Time costs gets a bit high already, so I just stopped doing them. And also talking about familiars, you're gonna have familiar battles. These ones you're gonna start spending some tomes. And when you're gonna start spending tomes, when you get to familiar battle slot 3. So when you get to this one, you're gonna start spending tomes. You can see I finished some already. I spent some tomes in here. I shouldn't. So, a very important tip for me, from my experience and from what I've learned from the game and from Need the Durable Ward for the Future of Being Elite. I don't know, I never seen anyone actually get hit that many times by familiars yet to actually use a ward. I know, but I'm in protected kingdom still, so I know that in bigger kingdoms, it is way more possible. But in my kingdom, it is not. We get hit sometimes by pirates or by other kind of familiars, but not that much to actually activate the ward. So, in this one I already spent some, and here's my tip for you: don't spend tomes in here. Especially if you're not, like for me, I want to be a rally lead, with few wards when barons and chalice and such more often. Yeah, but we don't fight for those. That's the main thing. That's why I'm not actually concerned about wards, because we don't have that many big boys around to hit us so many times that it's gonna activate a ward. But yes. But yes, if you are in a bigger kingdom, if you are fighting for Chalice or for Baron, or around a lot of people that they are gonna hit you with familiars, it's good to have wards. Um, so, my tip is to not spend tomes in here. Actually, on all of these three, don't spend tomes in the beginning and go straight up for T5. Use all your tomes on your T5 research. Really, you're gonna thank me for that. First, because you do get a lot of stats from T5 research. Okay, these ones, they don't require a leader, and they are very, very good stats in here. If you get like infantry offense, in the end you get like 10% more in offense, and offense is attack, and attack is the best stat on this game. So use all your tomes in here. Literally, don't do the other ones until you get T5. And then you got T5, right? You good, you're getting T5. You have two paths, okay? You have the filler path and you have the leading path, alright? The leading path is gonna take you to unlock at least the 4th battle slot. Okay, at least this one. Rally leads need this, and then once in a very near future you're gonna need the 5th slot, but first you're gonna have to consider the 4th slot. And wonder battles. If your guild is looking forward to fighting for wonders, you're gonna need to check this out. So this is the leading paths. These are the leading paths. You can either go to familiar battles and release more slots to use in a battle, or you can go to wonder rallies. Familiar battles are really good because it is for everyone. It's not just for wonder leads. Okay. You can use in any attack. Wonder battles are really good for who wants to fight in wonders. Like in my guild right now, we are rushing to get more wonder leads because most of our rally leads were war leads, but not specifically wonder leads. We have one very huge wonder lead, and now we're trying to expand to get more leads to fight for wonders. This one is important because you're gonna get high. It's not higher. Yeah, it's a higher amount of troops that you can send to wonder, and also some stats specifically to wonder. So this one is good, but this one is good if you want to lead for wonders. Okay. If you're not looking to lead for wonders, you're gonna go for the 5th slot. Because even if you are looking to lead for wonders, you're gonna need 4th slot. Okay? So this is a must, the 4th slot is a must, the 5th slot is a maybe, and the wonder rally is a big maybe. Okay? But if you are a filler, if you intend to be a filler, okay? I have no intentions on leading, I'm just gonna be a filler. You're gonna do sigils. This one, and this one is important because you help your rally lead on this one. So the more fillers who have sigils, you're gonna help your rally lead on wonders. Okay, so this is very important for fillers. Okay. Rally leads, every rally lead is also a filler, right? So they can have sigils as well, but they're gonna go for those two first and then gonna focus on sigils. But if you are a filler, you're gonna unlock T5 and then you're gonna come here and do this tree, okay? And then you're gonna, this tree is actually one of the most expensive trees for research in the game, okay? This is one of the most expensive ones, alright? It costs a lot of tons. So you're gonna work first to get to sigil, to have a sigil, and then you're gonna go onward to unlocking everything else. But try to unlocking at least one sigil, so you can use it on your gear. And when you unlock this, which gear are you using your sigils? No, it's not your war gear. You're gonna use it on your speed gear, okay? This one that I'm actually wearing right now. This is a speed gear, and this is the gear, one of the most important gears for fillers. Of course, no one's gonna say anything about mixed gear because it's a must, right, for everyone in the game. But this gear is one of the most important one for fillers. If you are a filler, you have to get a speed gear, alright? If you are a rally lead, you're gonna have to get a speed gear too, but this one for fillers is very important. Especially because it gives you travel speed, right? So if you're feeling, imagine a situation, and that is a very common situation which we find ourselves every wonder. You're fighting for base, okay? So you're here fighting for base. Oh, I'm gonna attack this. You're here fighting for base, right? You're here. Shit. Okay, So you're here at base fighting for base, and then you have all the other forts as well. Usually when you are fighting for base, you are also gonna be fighting for forts, alright? But you're not gonna spend all the time relocating, alright? Because first, it's expensive. Second, not every time you're gonna be able to relocate. Sometimes you're joining a rally, and sometimes you have troops coming back. Sometimes someone pulled and sent your troops back. Anyway, you're gonna have a whole lot of situations that you're not gonna be able to move. And in these kind of situations, you're probably gonna have to send troops for very far in your map, right? You're gonna be here. Usually we sit at base and send for everything else because this is the center, right? So we're gonna have to send to somewhere very far away. And these troops are gonna have to arrive on time for the rally or arrive on time for the rain. And besides the fact that you are gonna have to speed up your troops, and that is a must, you're gonna have to speed up your troops, or you're at least gonna have to ask someone to speed up your troops. You can shorten the time, you can shorten the amount of speed ups that you need for it to arrive by using a speed gear. And when you check for a speed gear, look, in my speed gear, I have 107% travel speed. You see? And that is great because my troops walk way faster. Like, way faster when I'm on speed gear. When you are not attacking with your leader, you're gonna use speed gear. When you're feeling for a rally, you're gonna use speed gear. When you're feeling for wonder, you're gonna use speed gear. When you are on Dragon Arena, you're gonna use speed gear. Yeah, I killed that poor little guy. Oh my god. That was so surprising. Why did I do this? Because we have to keep cleaning the wonder area from bots, because when the bots are here, they prevent sometimes tiles to show up. So we're gonna have to keep cleaning them. Anyway, so speed gear, you're gonna be wearing this most of the time, unless you are actually being rallied. You're gonna be wearing your speed gear. And if you are wearing your speed gear all the time, you're gonna be wearing your speed gear when you are feeling for wonders, right? And if you are wearing that for wonders, you're gonna have to put your sigils on this gear, because that's what you're gonna be using, right? Okay, so put on your sigils on your speed gear, because that's gonna be great for you and great for your rally lead. What else? I think I covered everything on familiars. I think so. Any doubts? I just doing a monologue for like a long time. You're very quiet today. I get upset when you're very quiet today. Please talk to me. I don't like doing monologues. Yeah. Okay. Let me think about something else that, yes. Something important that I told my friend today about his comp. So I told his comp here. The faces, they are the best. So something that my friend asked today is that if he should boost some more. I already told his comp here he had 7 million each T2 and 3.5 million each T4. And he asked, should I boost some more? And what I would suggest to my friend is that, well, troops are never enough, right? But troops maybe too much, you know. There is this thin line that separates this between being too big and being just like big, you know. I don't know, I didn't express myself very well, but anyway. So the thing is, he had this comp And this is a pretty amazing comp that can handle a lot of rallies already, especially with his gear and his size and his stats and everything. But in fact, he doesn't have the best stats. Okay? He doesn't have the best research. He doesn't have the best jewels. He does have a very good gear, but in everything else, he doesn't have the best stats. So, in his case, what did I suggest? Okay, if you're gonna boost some more, you're gonna grow even more. Okay? He is already very big. And if he boosts more, he's just gonna get bigger. And if you get bigger, it gets harder to move around. It gets harder to migrate. Like, coming to our kingdom, Chaos, that is our biggest player, he's not the biggest anymore, but he was the biggest back then. To come to our kingdom, he used 26 scrolls. 26 scrolls is first a lot of money, second a lot of guild coins. So you're gonna spend a lot. So you're gonna spend a lot on scrolls all the time because you're too big, you know? Like, for example, I was testing myself to... Oh my god, they're scalding me again. I was testing how many scrolls I would need to go to ENG Kingdom, and I would need 2 scrolls. You see, at this moment, and I have like 700 million mites, I would need 2 scrolls. You see? So imagine if I was like 1.3, 1.4 billion. I would need way too many scrolls. You know? So it's gonna get more expensive if you're gonna get bigger. Okay? The longer you get bigger, the more expensive it gets. Okay? So there is this important thing to consider. Like, we have one of our members that is not actually in guild right now because he was collecting guild coins and migration scrolls to come here. He complains a lot when we move because it prevents him from spending guild coins to buy jewel chests, which is by far the best way to spend your guild coins. Okay? If you're gonna spend your guild coins on something, do spend them on jewel chests. This is the best way. But you also need scrolls because you're gonna move, because moving is a part of this game. So if you're too big, you're not gonna be able to move around. You're not gonna be adaptable, you know? I hate when 8K wins the freaking Tycoon. They have a lot of already. They don't need more. Stop giving them shit. So if you're gonna get too big, you're gonna have a very hard time to move around. And this friend of mine, he's gonna understand what I'm saying. This friend of mine, he's gonna understand what I'm talking about when his guild moves again, because he's gonna need a whole lot of scrolls that he's gonna have to stay prepared on beforehand. You know, he's gonna have to have a lot of scrolls because he's too big. So there is this line where you don't need more troops because you're not gonna get attacked, and if you do more troops, you're gonna get too big to move around. So it's an important thing to consider, you know. So my suggestion for him was don't build more troops. Actually, he has a really good amount of troops. They're trying to rally me again. No. It's a fake rally. I don't know why they think this is funny, but they really do, and they do this every single night and day. They want troop, they attack camps, they hit tiles, they steal monsters, and this is so freaking annoying. Anyway, not gonna be pissed at Chinese today. I'm not. Okay. So, he already has a really good comp, and there is also the fact that he's in a newer kingdom. Even though they have some pretty big players in there, they're not gonna easily rally them. It's gonna be expensive. It will be an expensive rally, okay? Because you're gonna have to rally multiple times until you clean the front, and then you're gonna start actually killing troops. And he's gonna have to be actually offline, or you're just gonna keep hitting the wall and coming back. I'm gonna play around Sob and say he's being rallied. So, what was I saying? Okay. So he's in a protected kingdom. He's not gonna be rallied so soon because he's already big, right? And it would be really expensive. There is some things we need to consider, that when someone is in a protected kingdom, or like mine, that is a partially restricted kingdom, getting resources is not that easy. You're gonna have to wait to Baron. You're gonna have to have a lot of hypers. You're gonna have to work hard for your resources. So getting resources is not that easy, okay? As in an open kingdom. At open kingdoms, it's so damn easy, but on protected kingdoms, it isn't. Also, restricted kingdoms are not that big usually. They're not. They have some titans. They have some big players, but they don't have like 3, 4 guilds that have multiple rally leads and multiple fillers to do quad rallies. So you're gonna you lessen the chances of being rallied. For example, you can see here, I'm gonna give you a really good example of this case. This guy is way too big, okay? Where is he? Come on, Tiger, where are you? Here. I'm gonna scout him because every time I scout him, I like getting scouted. So I'm scouting that guy just to show you that he's not very anti-scout. He is too big, okay? I admit that. He's way too big. Bigger than he should be, to be honest. It's just a waste of troops. Because mostly he doesn't even fight that much. He's a really big filler. Anyway. I have scouted him like 100,000 times already. Like today, I have scouted him multiple times because he scouted me back, and he also scouted me, so I would scout him back, and it would be funny. But anyway, so this is the first. Okay, so this is the first time actually that I scouted him, and he was actually wearing anti-scout. I scouted him today also. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Here, I have Scout here. Hello, how you doing? So that's the Scout. As you can see, it's not that impressive. He has 4 slots, familiars. He only has pay to play heroes. He actually has a purpose watcher, which is the same as me, which is crazy. He has a huge wall. I mean, 2 million wall is. Okay. I'm really fine. I'm really fine. Other than my internet that keeps falling in and I keep jamming and playing statue, I'm really good. And you? Are you good? Yeah, you're fine. Okay. So he has a very huge wall. He has 3 million wall, which is very unnecessary. And he has 20 million troops. So, you can see here that this is an old scout. This is an old scout. He has way more troops now. Oh man, I'm gonna have to find it. Scouts. Where is it? I scouted him like today. Okay, coalition. You attack, to scout. Oh look, a scout on my. Oh, let me save it. Ah, come on, it's not that easy that you get a scout on one of your friends. He should be very, way more careful, but it's still pretty funny. Okay, scout. Okay, I'm gonna scout someone else that I know that sleeps that I also know that stays on without any scout. This guy. You see, he's huge too. Okay. I'm not in the mood to wait. Someone trying to bounce my rally? Bounce my rally? What is bounce your rally? What does that mean? Please explain. And welcome, Dev. I missed you. How you doing? So, this guy, you see? Okay. So, this guy, you see that he's never on anti-scout. I was actually hoping for Titan Kingdom on KVK just to zero them. But anyway, it has a whole lot of resources. He has pretty shitty heroes on his wall. And good familiars though. Yeah, pretty good. Okay. A wall bigger than I would do, but okay. Lots of traps, which is useless. By the way, quick tip. Delete all your traps, it's a good option. Really. Because traps only drop morale when you are being attacked, so it's not a very good deal. So you can see he has 4 million troops. Okay? And funny thing, he shelters his lead. You see? He shelters his lead. Okay, I don't know why. I do think he's a bot. But anyway. So, he has 40 million troops. He has a very weird count of T2. And a whole lot of T4, which is very unnecessary. So you see, it is a whole amount of troops that is just unnecessary, and it's just gonna make him more difficult to move. And that is why this guy is just sitting here doing nothing all day. Oh my god, easiest hero. Yes, I mean, guy has stackers on the wall. Like, for real, it's a 1.9 billion guy. He was tile hitting us the other day, That's the best he ever did for us. And he has stackers on his wall. He actually only has stackers on his wall. He doesn't have a single one that activates on the start of the battle. When is protection ending? Let's see. 112 days. And then it's an open kingdom. A 112 days, and then it's an open kingdom. I hope we moved before that, to be honest. Anyway, I like this kingdom. But this kingdom is annoying. I think that's the word. This kingdom is damn annoying, Because they don't actually attack you, they don't actually do stuff, they don't actually grow or train troops or do anything. They just keep one trooping you and attacking camps and hitting tiles and stealing monsters. And, anyway. Back to that guy. You can see that he's just a monster, a might balloon. That's what we call it, a might balloon, okay? So it's a guy that probably has a lot of turf quests collected. Don't collect your turf quests, that's just empty might and it's just gonna make you bigger. Yes, I know your account's too old. I know. And he has a whole lot of troops that he didn't need to have, you know? Because, to be honest, the moment we clean the front line, it's just gonna be an easy zero. Like, for example, imagine that he sleeps in range, okay? He sleeps in range troops. We have to clean 10 million troops, 11 million troops. And then we're gonna kill the rest of them. Like, it's so easy, you know? And he probably sleeps in range because he has Trickster on the wall. So range. Kev. Oh my god, yes, Kev. I'm gonna guess this is infantry. I don't know about this hero. I know the heroes exist, but I don't know because I don't have paid heroes. I migrated to 8, it's super nice. Third best leading kingdom. Nice! Doing some damage there? Nice! Doing some damage there? I don't even know what was the last thing I ever actually said. So, this is on my balloon. And this might balloon is gonna be hard to fly. You know? Got it? Yeah, that was some really smart trick, you know? Yes, he's sheltered. He stays sheltered. Yes. It's not. It's like the 100th time I scout him and he's sheltered. You see, let me try something. He unshelters. I'm gonna show you that he unshelters. No. I'm gonna do fake rallying. Hey guys, can you join, please? I just want to show you that he unshelters the. You feel the news? Nice. We did make the news today with 3 big hits. But these guys, they're really good at being shielded, to be honest. Too good about it. So, I'm just gonna... Oh, come on. I was gonna join my fake rally. Please, guys, join my fake rally. Join my fake rally. Come on. And here in shelters, I think that's the funniest thing. I did this once. Yeah, I think he's a bot too. I also think he's a bot. K 150 scroll cost. Okay. Two. Oh, I did 2 scrolls. Not very much. I already have 2 scrolls. Oh no, I need 1. I have 2, I need 1. Yeah. Sounds like a good king. Come on, you didn't send for real, right? Oh, right, he's gonna go for the leader. So... Let me see. I don't know if you're in shelter already. Let's see if you're in shelter already. Oh, I'm on the different kingdom. And he was actually tile hitting us one of these days. Fuck that kingdom, why? Let's see Coco. I think he stays in Chew without anti-Chew. No. I don't know why these guys are getting way more careful about anti-scout. They used to be really, really not careful about it. And now they're very careful. Besides those big guys. He didn't shelter yet. That's the funny thing. Last time I really thought he would do in shelter, but double G. They kicked you out of the blue like that? Oh, that's mean. Such a good guy. I wish your account wasn't too old. You could join us. We would have tons of fun. Anyway, what I was talking about was being too big, and this is a very good case of someone that is too big for nothing. Uh, you know, he doesn't use those troops, and he just will need, every time he moves, he will need 50 scrolls. So, not really good. You sent your leader? No, I didn't. I didn't send my leader. I didn't. Uh, did I? Did I send my leader? Oh my god, no, I'm gonna cancel it. Thank you. How the fuck did I send my leader? I didn't even click there. I didn't even click the hero part. Oh my god, thank you for noticing. I was gonna lose my lead for nothing. Okay, I would be so upset if I lost my lead for that. I don't even remember putting him in these. Anyway. Okay, thank you for checking it out. Thank you guys. You guys should go to Ace. It would be super fun. Yeah, so our allies don't want to go to Open Kingdoms. That's our main issue. We were open to the possibility of going to Open Kingdoms, like easier Open Kingdoms, you know. But our allies were pretty much against it. I'm not that into going to Open Kingdoms either, to be honest. I think they're too volatile, you know? It's well, from one day to the other, they can just show up with a huge Titan guild and kill everyone. So, in here, at least all the counts can come, you know? We're gonna send. No. I didn't want to send an aid. I really didn't want to send an aid on that. It was just a fake rally. I didn't want to give him a 60 lead for nothing. I would totally be rallied at the next second, you know. I didn't want 7 lead. Good thing that I always do this kind of shit when I'm here, you know? Streaming, and someone will notice, alright? Someone will notice that I'm screwing up. I'm almost, did I show you? I'm almost doing Watcher Gold. I'm almost there. So close. I'm so close. Look at this. I'm so close to Watcher Gold. I did, during Guild Fest, I did a whole lot of Watcher Hell events. For real, it was really good. I'll send my comp later, okay? I don't want to I don't want to show my comp here anymore. Because I've got little spies that watch my stream. Which is amazing. I'm very happy actually about it. At the first day that I found out about it, I was very upset. But now I'm happy. As it means my stream is getting somewhere. You know? Even to my enemies. Which is pretty cool. But I'll send you my comp later. Yeah, I can say it's looking very, very, very good. You know, I'm very happy about it. I'm very confident now. I can take a couple of rallies and eat them for real. Uh, what else can I explain? God, I talked about a lot of shit today. Like, a lot. I talked non-stop for almost 2 hours. That's good. That's cool, right? I hope you like it. I was wanting to see if you have more than me. Okay, I'm gonna send you just a sec. Yeah, but even though you may have less troops than me, you still have a lot more stats than me. So, there you go. I sent you a Discord. Check it out. And that's how much I trust you, okay? Please don't tell my enemies. So even though you may have less troops than me, which I doubt it, because you boosted really well last time too. So I really think that you don't have less troops than me. You still have a lot more stats than me. So it compensates, right? That's another thing that I was talking about with my friend. That every time he sees a very beautiful gear, he thinks the person has the best amazing stats ever. And something that I learned about in the last couple of months is that gear is amazing, and one of the most important things in this game, I would say the most important thing in this game, but it's not the only thing. You need to have a pretty good gear with pretty good jewels. You need to have good familiars. You need to have good research. And all of that together is going to make your stats and not just your gear. So try to look at the big picture instead of just looking at gear and then looking at the big picture. What I'm trying in my castle right now is trying to look at the big picture, you know. It's trying to check everything out, like taking care of familiars and taking care of research and taking care of gear. And so everything will be balanced at the end, and I'm gonna have great stats, you know. Also, juice is something that I'm very obsessed right now. I'm really, really looking into it, and I'm really working hard to get my troops back, to getting my juice up. Yeah, gear and femmes are the most things, but I would say that research is very important too. I still believe in that. 7K was spent in my account in total since it started. Yeah. Gear is one of the most expensive things in this game. Familiars too, right? I don't know what's more expensive actually, if it's familiars or gear. Like I was doing the math on how much I still need to spend on my gear, and I still need to spend like $600 on my gear. So I've a long way to go still. And on my familiars, I still have to spend like $1,500. So both really expensive, both amazingly important for the game, you know. And something that, for real, I find it amazing that most people don't know is that mixed gear. This is my mixed gear. Uh, And this is the most important gear for you to start with, as in a war gear, right? Like, I try to tell people that they shouldn't be doing blasts until they finish doing mixed gear. Because even if you have like an amazing mixed gear, you can still use it to attack. You are going to use it to attack. So you only start working on blast gears after you're done with this gear. And then you can do everything else, you know. And juice is something that, for real, I've been obsessing about. I really want to get my juice to go. I really want to get my juice to gold. For real, it makes a gigantic difference to have good juice on your set. I've seen. We tried rallying a couple of traps already. That they had like the shittiest gear ever. You looked at it and it was very bad, like blue and green, and some pieces that didn't work well. But they were full gold jewels. So jewels make like a huge difference on stats. And I'm really looking forward to working on my jewels right now. That is something that I've been quite focused on. Who are leads in your kingdom? Right, I was gonna show. So this is the main lead in my kingdom. This guy, he's not really good lead in terms of experience and knowledge. He's not really good. He has an amazing account. Really good account. You can see he has some champ pieces like champ boots, champ plate, sword, and your kingdom is a lot stronger than mine. It is. I'm in a very strong kingdom actually. So this is the best lead from the kingdom. And the second best lead is this guy. Let's go to the other side of the base. This guy. This guy is the second best lead in the kingdom. You can see he's way more experienced and way more knowledgeable than Coco, which makes a whole lot of difference. He also has more castle stars, which also makes a whole lot of difference. Coco is trying to learn. Well, stars are worth. Yeah, it is worth. It's not the most important thing, but it is worth. They add some stats. Anyway, so this castle, he is a better rally lead than Coco, but he's weaker than Coco. He is better overall because he's a better rally lead. He knows what he's doing. There's also another one. Who's the other one? Coco. Punches, James. And James. Yeah, Coco has been the main lead for them right now. Oh, there's this guy too. This guy from all their red leads is the biggest noodle. So he has, like you can see, he has a lot of castle stars. For example, trying to mentioning what Def was talking about, but he's just not really good about what he's doing. He just don't know how to use his account, which sucks. So Tiger, this guy is not a rally lead. Even though he has a pretty good account, he's not a rally lead. This guy, he pretends to be a rally lead sometimes, but he's not very good at it. He has a good gear, okay gear, but for real, he has no idea what he's doing. And there's a guy from Kill LJ too, which is good. It's not that scary. It's okay. It's okay. It's an okay kingdom. It's not. The thing is, this kingdom is not really aggressive. They're not aggressive like, for example, I have my alt here. My alt has been unshielded and with leader off like for multiple days. I don't think it's with leader off this time, but most of the time he has the leader off until I remember to shelter it. It's sheltered right now, but usually he has lead off and troops. It's never been attacked, so they're not very aggressive on terms of like checking like small people and attacking them, and checking all the time about people that are shielded. They're not like that kind of aggressive. They are aggressive in terms of if you stay unshielded, you're gonna be ready. You know, no matter the size, they're gonna rally you until you get burned. Yeah. Oh my god, the biggest boys are the most fun to rally. We on our last kingdom we rallied a guy that was 1.2 billion. We rallied him like to zero, and he was zero like in 900 million, might. But it was pretty fun. It is really really fun because it's way scarier, right? It's a big guy. He has way more stats. But in this kingdom, the most difficult thing you have found for now is that if they will rally. The most difficult part about this kingdom is that they will rally online targets, which is scary. For real. It is scary. And not for me, because they won't rally me online, because I'm already too big for them to rally online. But they will rally like 500 million online. And our kingdom is ruled by Chinese. Yes, yes. When we arrived here, and the worst part is that they grew since we were here. So when we got here, we were actually the biggest guild. So you can see that they grew a lot since we arrived here. And the four biggest guilds besides us, so this shoe and this shoe, they actually allied against us. So we've been suffering a lot because they have lots of fill, like lots and lots of fill. And we have three guilds now because Kingdom Money is coming, but we have like three guilds to help us fill. And Blow and Kingdom Money, they have a couple of fillers, but it's not like an entire guild made of fillers. So we've been struggling a lot. I don't understand your allies. What do you mean? Our allies, they are Blow and Kingdom Money. Those are our allies. Why don't you understand them? Because they don't want to go to an open kingdom and came to a very big kingdom? 228, 310, 508. Okay. Ah, come on, you're talking about my kingdom and... You're talking about my kingdom, but yours have like a full mythic champ. Ours doesn't. We don't have anyone with full mythic champ. Or 11k heroes or anything like that. Which is why we chose this kingdom. But yes, it is a big kingdom. We have the knowledge, and it has been a really big challenge for us. But we're trying to take it like a champ since we decided to come here. This kingdom isn't really scary. As you can see, we have multiple people that sleeps unshielded. I mean, I slept unshielded for a really long time, and well, it took them some time to rally me. But you see, we have like some guys sleeping in shielded. Blow has some people too. And it's not actually dangerous for people like me, for example. If I stay shielded during the night, it's not actually dangerous. It is dangerous for people like let me see, like him, for example. For him, it's dangerous. We've been trying to tell people not to fury on that side because they are gonna rally, and that's for sure. And this has been another big problem we had because even though we are pay to play, we are mostly made of we are all pay to plays here at Red. We're not rich, we don't have like carpets to spare. Like this is nothing go carpets, so those poses. We don't have carpets to spare and just rally online people like it's nothing. So we need to wait for them to be offline, and they are actually very good at shooting, surprisingly. You know, that is the dude is literally the only lead in Kingdom, and he's really inactive. Yeah, so that's the same thing we used to say about Coco, to be honest, because we scouted really well the Kingdom, actually. We could have done it better, but we did a very good scout on it, and he didn't used to even join Wonder rallies. He was just like a dead castle that was just gathering and such. So when we checked the kingdom out, we were like, okay, this guy he's not active, so we can actually do something because we can match the other rally leads from the kingdom, but we wouldn't be able to match this guy in particular because of the champ gear, right? He has some champ pieces, so we wouldn't be able to match him. But then when we arrived, it was like a week without him showing up, and then all of a sudden he started showing up for everything. And he really decided that, okay, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna rally everything and everyone. So now he is the main rally lead for everything. For everything. He joins LHK and leads Wonder base and war rallies. So that was one of our big surprises actually, because for real he was very very much inactive. He was so inactive that there is the fact that he doesn't know exactly what he's doing. Okay, I'm back. So he was so inactive that there is actually the fact that he doesn't know what he's doing, right? So we do have a leap on that. We have two sides of this. First of all, they started growing after we arrived here. They really woke up. This was kind of a dead kingdom before, and then we arrived and they started showing off to fight. They united all guilds around it and really started getting together to fight, which we were very excited about because that was one of the things we were looking about on a kingdom. We didn't want a dead kingdom. We didn't want like a totally easy kingdom. And the next thing is that they started noticing what we were doing and started copying what we were doing and started doing the same thing. So they're very good at learning and they're very good at boosting, actually. Like when we arrived, they didn't even have a whole wonder research, and the next wonder we did, they had like a whole 3 new leads with full wonder research. So there was those two topics: the fact that they boosted to fight us, and the fact they started copying what we are doing. So they started learning by what they were watching about what we're doing to fight them, to fight wonders, to fight on war rallies, and they started kind of copying it. It is kind of nice because for one side we're being copied by the strongest guild in the kingdom, and that does feel pretty good. We still are very sure that we win in terms of activity. We are the strongest guild right now. Like, we don't, even without blow. Blow is really important for us. Kingdom money is really important for us. But we are still pretty sure that we have a very big leap from the Chinese guilds on this kingdom. And we have the knowledge advantage. That is the things that we have been holding on for now. But what we are losing right now is because we don't have the feeling advantage. They have it. They can rally bigger people. They can fight Wonder until they're tired about it, because they have troops to spare. Because they can feel like 100k each, and doesn't lose much each rally. So they have lots and lots and lots of fillers, and that has been our main issue, because we are still limited to the amount of fillers we have. But it is a good kingdom. I kind of like this kingdom, even though it is annoying. It is annoying. They are annoying, you know? Like, the camp fight, I think it's the thing that most annoys the shit out of me, you know? For real. The camp fight is so freaking annoying. I mean, the guy that used to camp fight me. Yes. How many scrolls they spend? Scrolls to come here? Oh, your guilds to fight. Okay, I lost the message before. Your guilds to fight. How many scrolls they spend? Uh, when we moved here. When we moved here, Chaos was our biggest, mightiest person. Now we have Whiskey, but Chaos was our biggest one, and he spent 26 scrolls to come here. Was 11th position, I suppose. So we, from our biggest guys, it was 26. Subway spent 16, I guess. Yeah, yeah, something around that. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it has a lot of billion guys here before us. You see? I mean, I'm ranked now, which is surprising. I'm very happy to be ranked right now. But they did bring some more people after we moved here. They brought some two guys that never actually showed up to fight. This is not first time the Chinese does that. They threaten us with bringing someone bigger to fight us, but they never show up. It's not the first time this happens. Yeah, the Coco is a 3 billion. Then there's this guy that I don't know who it is. He's 2.4. And there is that guy. This is a tile hitting guy. For real, look at his might straight. It's so funny. And this guy was tile hitting us the other day, you know? And that is very frustrating, because, I mean, what can you do when you 1.9 billion guy starts tile hitting you? Okay. So what do you do when a 1.9 billion guy starts hitting you? I have no idea. They aren't the thing is they aren't very experienced on war, but they are quick learners, and this we have been knowing. You'd be ranked 87 in my kingdom. You see? Your kingdom is bigger than mine. You notice? But our biggest problem is actually the fact that they have a lot of fillers. That is a really big problem. But you see, we are more war driven than they are. Okay, guys. 2 hours of live stream. 1 a.m. for me. You know the drill. I need to sleep. I need to work tomorrow. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope I was able to. We would easily have a quad rally. Now, the most we have here is doubles. We never had more than that. Doubles are the best thing they do. I never seen a triple. Never seen it. In here, at least. I think we've run a triple once with Blow and Kingdom Money. But yeah, I gotta go to bed too. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope I was able to teach you guys something today. And if you... I hope that I was able to teach you guys something today. If you have any doubts or if you want to talk to me about anything, there is my Discord in my About page. You're free to message me anytime. Def knows, he messages me sometimes too, to show his amazing hits. So you can talk to me at any time. I'm always available to help because I really want to see everyone growing, because I believe that everyone growing is good for everyone, you know? That is the basis of this. So today I explained a lot about familiars and familiars research and familiar battles. The paths you can take to be a rally lead or a filler on research ways. And we also talked about our kingdom, my kingdom, because it is a strong kingdom, but it is partially restricted, which means there is some differences between what our leaders and our fillers can do about rallies. There is some differences. We can talk more about it later. I actually gotta go to bed now because I gotta work tomorrow, you know, because to fund my addiction on this game I actually need to work. So thank you so much for watching. It was a real pleasure staying here today with you guys. And please, if you didn't yet, follow. It helps a lot. You know, I get so happy when you follow my channel. And if you wanna get me even happier, you can subscribe. Or you can donate. You see there is a button here. There's a donate code. There's a donate goal here, and if you want to donate, everything will be reinvested to my account because I really want to become a rally lead. And someday I do believe I'm gonna become a rally lead. Okay? I'm very happy to be back overall. I'm really excited about being so big because I was never this big, and I'm very happy and excited about it. I'm feeling very confident about being shielded and fearing and everything else. Very confident and very happy about my composition and everything in my castle. So I'm very chilling now, you know? I'll see you on Wednesday again on our ritualistic stream lives about Lords Mobile. And stay safe. have fun. You know, that's the most important part of playing this game. Don't forget to shield if you're gonna shield, and if you don't shield, don't forget to change it to your war gear and talents. That is very important. Don't sleep without them. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you on Wednesday. Thank you.